Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Jana Talk podcast. Last week, we had here amazing guests, Jessa and Chris Ulliott, who are married for 22 years. And we spoke about love, about the recipe to a happy relationship. And it was really wonderful. It just made me feel so nice just watching them and listening to their tips because not every couple is really healthy and happy nowadays. So if you didn't see this episode, definitely watch it because they have really wonderful tips. And today we have special questions episode, and we will speak about their daily routine. What do they do to keep the relationship happy and also freshen up? And also, what do they do to feel more valued and happy in their lives? So please welcome with me my today's guests, Jessa and Chris. Hello, both of you.
Hello.
Hi, Jana. It's great to be back again.
Thank you
Hi.
very much. Thank you very much, and thank you most of all for the last episode for your really tips and time. It was really I just love this episode. So tell me, what do you do? How does your daily routine look like as a couple? What do you do?
Our lives are really quite varied in some senses and really quite regimented in others. We both have day jobs, and then Jessa's also a housewife and has a massive garden as well. And we've got all these things. I have my day job, I have my coaching. I'm a local parish counsellor, and I work in the garden as well. And we've both got all these different parts to our life that we need to organize and manage and show up in, whilst having our relationship as the backbone to all of it. So our week is quite varied, with our day jobs and then switching over to coaching on a nighttime for me. Um, it- I think Jessa is a little bit more regimented than I am. I like to be a little bit fluid. I don't like to plan too much. I don't like to write things down too much and stick to things too much. I'm a little bit freer than
Flexible.
that,
Yeah.
little bit flexible, but Jessa's really good at having things. This is when we'll do this is when we'll do that. We've got renovations going on in the house at the moment, and she's really good at knowing where we need to go, where we need to be to organize things and to get things done. So she brings that skill to me, which I
But
need
then
from
it
her.
helps me as well when you're that flexible, when
Uh-huh.
you're that fluid. It makes me loosen up. I'm not
Loosen up.
so tight, so
Like
and so my ways, yeah,
Yeah.
that's so strict in my ways. So it kind of like the yin and yang, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
We learn from each other. Yeah. I think some people would see that and go, "Oh, we're so different from each other in some ways." But at the same time, well, that's good because that means that that person actually has something that you need to learn. It's
yeah.
a really good skill, you know. So I could learn from her being regimented sometimes and getting things done in that way, and she
Mm.
can learn
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
freedom, our flexibility. Yeah. It's the same with our how we are each day. So I'm just as a morning person. She's always up bright and
Yeah.
early. She loves being up early. She's awake. She can't stay in bed any longer. She just wants to be up and in the day, and
Yeah.
she has routine
I
early
do.
on. I'm sure she'll tell you a bit about that. But then with myself, I'm a night owl. So in the morning, I'm not great, and she almost kind of helps me when I'm waking up. But then on a nighttime, I'm wide awake, so I'll help her and sort things out get ready for the next day when she's starting to fall asleep. So again, we're different, but it works because it complements each other in that way. But you'd have a morning
I
routine,
do,
don't you?
yeah. I started for a while now with my morning routines. I meditate in the morning.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
Great.
I love my meditation. Even just a brief self-guided meditation from my app helps me
Mhm.
become intentional with my day.
Mhm.
Think about how can I be intentional with my actions, my words, my thoughts,
Mhm.
especially, so I don't just react on the day, not reactive, but be thoughtful about it. And then I go about I do some stretching in the morning as well. It's very important for me to do that. And then my morning walks as well. I do. We live in a country lane where there's not much really um, traffic, so it's easy for me to go with my two friends that live in the village. That we do some 5K walk in the morning, so that's about 50 minutes walk and before we all start working, because we all work from home, and so yeah, get back home, get ready for work, and then go on about with our schedules about work. And then on the night time, I cook. Chris at this time would make us lovely fire every night, which is so lovely. We
Romantic.
called house like house, and help me cook as well. So we have dinner together, and yeah, you make the cup of tea at the end of the night. It's really nice. And on the weekends, we make it a routine as much as possible, depending on the schedule that we have. On top of the errands that we do, to have brunches, weekend brunches,
Oh,
or
it's lovely.
Yeah.
so because that takes us away from our routine here in the house, which is lovely as well. Takes us out of that environment to talk more about stuff. Yeah.
She's so good and so disciplined in her morning routines, Jana. She's so brilliant in this is what I want to do, therefore I'm
Amazing.
going to do it, and she just makes it happen. She's so skilled in that area. I've got so much to learn from her on that. She just does it. She really does, and she gets the benefit from doing it as well. And I get the benefit from her doing it as well, being her husband, because she feels good about herself. So she brings that into the relationship as well. It's great.
That's
It's really
awesome. That's awesome. But you mentioned just the stretching up and meditation. What time do you get up in the morning?
I eat well, not lately because it's been very cold and dark, but I'm slowly getting back to that routine. I've done a bit of a pause for a few weeks, but for the whole year of last year, I used to get up at about 5:30, 5:30 in the
Oh,
morning.
that's early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5:30 in the morning. I do all those. Of course, I plan my schedule for for workouts on different days, so I don't overdo it as well, and make sure I have recovery days. But I make it a point to do my 5K walks in the morning, which has
Perfect.
become a routine with the help of the two friends I have in the village as well. We encourage each other, and that helps me throughout the day, because it it gives me a sense of I've already achieved something that early part of the day. So anything that happens, whether it be at work or outside or anything, I can do this. I'm set up for it.
That's awesome.
Bring it
That's
on,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Bring it on. I
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
And what about you, Chris? Because I remember that you also do the walks, but you do them in the afternoon, right? Do I remember it correctly?
Yeah. So I haven't recently, but I definitely want to get back to that next week because of the benefit it gives me. So what I found was I'd be doing my day job and having whatever's going on and dealing with that. But then before I want to start coaching someone, I need to reset myself. So certainly in summertime, it's easier because it's really dark very early at the moment. But I would go for a walk, and even if it was just a 20-minute walk, it doesn't have to be the full hour. Although we have a beautiful walk around here to do for an hour, but even if it is just 20 minutes, you can just go out there and reset. Just put the management, commercial, business world down and pick up the life world, and think, right, what am I going to do this evening? What are we going to do over the next few days or the weekend where we can do something together? Think about that, plan things where first, and then clients, coaching, or whatever we're going to do, or working on the house, plan those things. So it's just a really good, for me, a really good reset from the business world to the life world, and taking on that identity during that. And also, even if it's really quick, what I find is important is not just to go out and come back, but you need to go and really just take it all in. We've got this little saying when we go for a walk, take it all in.
Take it all
Because
in.
we live in a beautiful place, but you could go out and do your 5K and come back and you could just do it really quickly and not even take anything in. You could just come in and forget it and then carry on working. But no, if you go out with an open mind, just appreciate the beauty of where you are, the beauty of life, the beauty of being able to be in this life together. If you can do that and then come back, that's what in me causes the switch, the reset from the commercial world to the world of life. Yeah.
Lovely. What's your favorite dish, both of you? What do you like to eat or cook?
We've got so many. Just as obviously from the Philippines, and they've got some really beautiful dishes. They're all about food.
I love food.
I'm from the UK, so I love everything bland. No, no.
Fish and chips, I love.
Well, there you go.
I love mostly Chinese and, of course, Filipino dishes.
Mm.
I love Indian as well. I love food. I love Thai. Like last night we had Thai,
Yeah.
pad Thai with rice.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah. Well, before we got married, I would eat rice, but I'd maybe each month I might go and buy a little bag of rice. Now we'll go and buy a sack.
Yeah.
A Filipino, so we'll go and buy a sack of rice.
When I first came to the UK for a visit at the first time before we got engaged, I saw, my mom and I visited the UK and we stayed at your house and I saw this little tiny bag of rice. I thought, tiny bag of rice, this is not good. This is not gonna last. Let's go to the supermarket and buy a big sack.
Yeah.
It's a really
Yeah.
different sister, how you were used to cook rice all the
Yeah.
time. And
Yeah. Yeah.
You adapted to that.
I know. In the Philippines, it's really about food over there. It's very important to them all of the time, different kinds of foods. And
Feeding is our love language.
for me, growing up, I
yeah.
grew up in a world of scarcity. I didn't have a lot myself, so I wasn't a foodie really. And when Jessa came to the UK before we got married, when we got engaged, Jessa came to the UK with her mum and stayed with me. I had a house, and I thought to myself, they'll probably be hungry. She knows what I'm going to say. She's smiling already. I thought, you're probably going to be hungry when you land, so I'll get some soups in and things. So I got some tinned tomato soup and stuff, and they said I would have that, and I would be happy with that. But in their culture, when you arrive, they would take you out for a nice meal straight away.
Okay.
I was thinking that they probably want to eat something, but then just go to sleep. They'll be tired. No. So I gave them these tins of soup, and Jessa looked at her mum, was like, "What's this? Why is it just giving us a can of soup?" And they looked at me and said, "This is nice."
Needless to say, we went to bed really hungry. We didn't say anything. My mom and I were too embarrassed to say we're so hungry, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Because you fed us the following days.
Yeah. I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot on that one.
Do you also say it in English that love goes through the stomach? Do you also say it, or do you use it? We use it here in the Czech Republic that
Yes,
love
yes.
goes.
Absolutely, yes. Always eat well, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well fed, well loved, yeah.
Well fed, well loved. That's nice. And what about vacation? Or do you have do you both of you love, for example, sea or mountains where you go, or where is your favorite vacation?
Good question.
What's yours? We've been on a few.
We've been on a few. Lately we haven't been really for something that we would not do anything just for ourselves or just do for ourselves. Most of our vacations in the last 12 months would be about personal growth, something that we were able to contribute and learn as well about ourselves, and seminars and things like that. We did one, although it was a one-day one, unforgettable one last year was when we hiked one of the Yorkshire Three Peaks.
It's a mountain. If
It's
you
a
don't do a lot of hiking, it's a
hiking in the
mountain.
mountain.
Yes,
Oh.
yes.
And I've never hiked before. That was my first time to
Mhm.
do that, which was a challenge for myself that I said I will do. And we did it. We went there. It was about, would you say, 60 miles an hour wind?
Yeah, there was a named storm going on, and it messaged the organizer to say, "Are we still going? Because there's this massive storm coming, and we're about to climb up a mountain, and we've never climbed before. Well, that's not what we're doing, but we want to learn it." And she said, "Yeah, we're still going." So we went, and it was 60-mile-an-hour winds, and we were hanging on to this cliff face for our life.
Real life.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really amazing moment, but we got to the top, and then coming down the other side was a lot easier.
Yeah,
But it was
that
amazing. It was when you get a really strong wind, they give it a name, don't they? So I can't remember what the name was, but it was one of a category where they had to name it. So that's how strong it was.
Wow, it's
Uh,
dangerous also it was.
Yeah, well, there were some
there
moments.
was some moments where I
Yeah,
thought, this is it.
yeah.
But
Oh.
we conquered it. We smashed our limiting beliefs, and
Yep.
it was beautiful to do it together. So that was my favorite one last year.
We talked in the last episode, Jana, we talked about stacking the good moments.
Yes.
That's what it's about. Yeah, we went out there, even though it was difficult because we were a bit scared, but we still did it. And now we've got that, and it's one of the things that we can stack. And we do enjoy holidays.
Yeah.
We loved going to Rome because that's such a completely different culture to where we live. I've spent weeks and weeks in the Philippines, which is a beautiful, beautiful place when she goes back home. Not so much these days though. And then yeah, we love these. We go to these events just to learn more for ourselves, in our relationship, and also to bring that home back to the coaching that I do as well, where I can help people in their relationships. Recently, was working with a couple who were down south in the UK,
Okay.
been married 30 years, loved each other, but could not stand each other.
Oh.
He would say, "Shall we go to the cinema at the weekend?" And she would say, "Why on earth would I want to go with anyone like you?" You know, they were in a really bad place, but because we spend money on ourselves learning these things, then I bring that to my coaching, and so we've been able to help so many people doing that as well.
Oh,
Uh,
lovely.
yeah, that's what it's about. But yeah, we love holidays. We love exploring new things. I prefer inland and exploring and learning things. Some people prefer going on a beach and just doing nothing, or going to a hotel where everything's catered for you and you don't do anything. That's just not my thing necessarily, but that's how some people enjoy to wind down. I prefer to wind up. I prefer to do more and to learn more and see more. Yeah.
Because
Jess is really good at having a list of different things to go and see.
wow,
So
that's lovely.
we'll have an itinerary sometimes, and not all the time, but sometimes we'll have an itinerary, and we'll try and get through as many things in a day to see as we can in this place that we're visiting. It's a
And
good idea.
Who is preparing this itinerary? Is it Jessa or both of you?
Mostly me. I love doing it. When we go to a place, I'd like to see as much as I could. Of course, it's not possible to see every single thing that is recommended when you see when you read websites that say these are the places to go and see. But I'd like to see as much as I could. So I plan the day of what time do we leave the hotel or the accommodation, and then where we eat, or what bus to take. And then I even have a plan B to have,
Wow.
if we miss the bus, what do we do? Because sometimes when when we prepaid tickets, say for example, to go on a museum or an attraction, then we have to be at a certain place at a certain time. So you have to have a little bit of a backup to that. So I do mostly the planning, but I can be flexible as well, because you wrote that up with me. I learned that from you a lot. That it's important as well to just chill, just take your time. Like you
Yeah,
said,
that's a good
think of it.
combination. A
Yeah.
balance of
Yeah.
I have one more question to each of you. What are the three things you like on each other? So Chris on Jessa and Jessa on Chris. What are the top three things you love on each other?
Um, I was thinking about this, ready for the previous podcast. Um, I think there's something that really stands out for me, and it's not like just one thing or even a number of things. I think the time that I feel most love in my relationship is just when Jess is not even aware, but I'm watching her and I see her. Like she's doing something in the house or in the garden, and I'm just watching her and just seeing who she is and everything that she does. I think in those quiet moments in myself, or when I think I move from love to just being totally grateful for life, and that's what she makes me feel. So it's not. I mean, there are so many things that I love about. I could list not three, Jana, list 50. But it's not about that. It's not about she has the most beautiful eyes than anyone else, or the most amazing hair that I just love and run my hands through all the time, and or the way she makes me feel when she hugs me. It's not about those things. It's about just seeing who she is, and I'm just so deeply moved by who she is and how she tries so hard just to be who she wants to be in life. Makes me want to be a better man, and that's what I want. That's what I
And
want.
that's for what you have just shared about Jessa. What's very What about you, Jessa? What do you like about Chris?
Gosh, yeah, three things. I'm going to attempt. There's many. Yeah,
Just one, just one, please.
I love that you're being patient. That you are let me be me. You don't push me to do something that I could do, but sometimes we still go through these things of not believing in ourselves, self-doubt, but you encourage me by not pushing me, and that pulls me even more towards my improvement, towards my self-improvement, towards my goals, towards what I want to achieve. So that's so beautiful, I think, from you. Second, you're very playful. You're very silly. that sometimes I can be very serious. So he brings out that fun in me. The third one, I like that we're both into personal growth individually and as a couple, as a husband and wife, because that to me is very, very important. To grow in life, to give as much as we could to each other and to the community, to everyone. But we both love to learning things. We both like going to seminars that we attend to as personal growth, listening to inspirational podcasts like yours, and because we love hearing people's experiences, challenges, and how they overcome it, how they deal with it is what we cherish time together in doing that. So I love that.
It's another miracle, even though we're not religious, but life is a miracle. Yeah.
It is.
Thank you, both of you, really, to another episode. Is there anything you would like to share with people who are watching or listening to today's episode?
Don't hold back. Don't hold back. Go for it. Put your fears down, and life will give you rich blessings. The more you try and grasp onto comfort and security, and don't take those steps because you're scared of being hurt or anything like that, the less of life you will experience. The more variety in life, the more freedom you can give yourself to love others and to enjoy with others, then the more life will give to you. So you're
I'll
good
drink with you.
Good.
Mm.
Oh.
Chris, you
Bless you.
I totally forgot when we had the talk before we started to shoot. Chris told me, "Do you have handkerchiefs to buy yourself?" And I was like, "Why handkerchiefs?" I remember the last episode about when we spoke about you and coaching. So thank you for
Yeah.
this really, really very nice wish. And what about you, Jessa? What would you like to wish to people?
Very, very same as to what Chris said. Give 100%. If you love something or someone, give 100%. Don't expect anything. Don't let fear hold you back, because it's better to experience it than not, because that's how we grow, that as individual and as a couple. That's more important than being alone or lonely or sad because you let your fear hold you back. Trust yourself is what I can say is learn to fully embrace the vulnerability of it all, whether you're alone, you're happy and being with, not in a relationship or in a relationship. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable.
Very much. Thank you
Fall
very
into
much.
vulnerability.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing all those valuable tips today and last time as well. And looking forward to seeing you in the future next time, physically or online as well.
Our paths must cross again, Jana.
We will.
Definitely. Yeah.
Looking forward. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you for this. Thank you for everything you do with this platform as well, for bringing these really important messages, because I don't think, Jana, that you can learn this kind of thing anywhere else. What you're doing with your podcast, the coverage you're getting, the growth you're getting, the messages that you're bringing to people, this is where people need to be to learn these lessons, because it's just not anywhere else. So thank you for your
Thank
heart and what you're giving to others.
Whoa, my
Beautiful.
God. Thank you very much. Thank you. So I thought I will manage. Thank you very much
Don't you get us all going, don't.
for your really nice words. So looking forward to the future, to seeing you both, and thank you all for watching to today's episode. I'm now more red like my nail color like at the beginning, sexy look. But thank you really. And if you know about anyone who needs a little encouragement, not only seeing me red, then definitely share it with your friends or family members, because really Chris and Jessa are, for me, true example of really a true couple and how it should look like in the real relationship. I wish you a wonderful Sunday and wonderful week ahead. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.